You know how facing your fears makes them just disappear and you never have to think about them again? Yeah, not true, and not true with Subnautica. So I decided that my deep rooted fear of the ocean would not hinder me from giving Subnautica a try because I love my survival crafting type games. And honestly, top tier game. The storytelling so subtle, but also just how it just lightly guides you in the right direction. Perfect. The reveals placed throughout the audio logs, loved it, and I was able to just build as much as I wanted, but to slowly uncover what I needed to. Great game design. Um, but yeah, the first night that I crash landed onto this planet, um, I just stayed in the pod. They're like, oh, you can, you know, you can go fish. No, no, I'm not gonna. We're gonna. That's water. I'm not going in there. We're, I'm. I got food in here. We're good. Well, somebody will come rescue me. Well, of course nobody does that. That would be an easy game. So eventually I have to go swimming. I don't want to wait for the sun. All right. It's not the ocean that's scary. It's the fact that I have no idea what's in there and I can't see it. So I jump into the water. You know, there are some cute little fish. This is fine. We're doing great. I catch them. I can just grab them. So they're like dodo birds. Never seen a predator before. Um, and then I go cook them up. That feels a little bad because, you know, again, dodo birds. And I'm like, all right, this is great. We're gonna do we're gonna do well here, right? I can survive for a while, but this pod's a little cramped, so I start like scanning stuff with a little scanning gun and getting carbon, I guess, and just fabricating entire buildings, which is dope. Like, I wish building were that easy. I built a whole underwater base. Right? The water's not even scary at this point. And then I realized that like there's more to the game than the 20 foot radius in which I spawned. That's when things started to get a little dicey. Um, you know, because now I venture out and there's like kelp just going all the way to the top, and it's like, okay, kelp, no, that's too big. Nothing that big should exist, right? That defies logic. It's like underwater redwoods. Um, it's weird. And then I can like cut it. Put there's if it never goes. It's just an infinite supply. Freaky. But you know I need some materials because I love building stuff, and I gotta build cooler stuff. So I venture out a little bit. I push my comfort zone. You know, and honestly, guys, I did pretty well. I built a nice little home for myself. I found some audio logs. I listened to them. I'm like, well, you guys suck. Sucks to suck, boys, because I'm doing just fine, and you guys apparently landed in some weird, not safe place. Yeah, not just dangerous. It's not safe. All right, that's worse. Don't ask me how. And yeah, we're gonna. So you know, I make fun of the deceased. That's great. And then I go back home, keep building up my fancy house. I get a bed. It's awesome. I just live on this planet. Um, Apparently, I don't get tired of eating fish every day, and eventually, you know, I keep exploring. I keep getting further and further out, and that's pretty crazy. I keep going deeper too. It gets dark down there. I'm like, nah, we're not doing this. But I find something that is perfect for a man like me. Land. And I climb onto the land and I can walk, which is wonderful. So I'm walking around. I start a farm. I built a house on the land, and it's these two kind of islands, and I built a like bridge in my house. It goes all the way down to the water, so I could park my little sea car in the water and then take an elevator or a ladder. I don't remember, probably a ladder, all the way up to the top. And then I had like an atrium over here. It was this massive compound that I spent days building because I didn't want to actually play the game. I just wanted to live in relative comfort out of the water. I had infinite food. Then I think that like the game tells me I'm poisoned or something, so you gotta role play a little bit. I don't think there's an actual timeline to when I'm gonna start dying. I could have just lived in that state of bliss, but I gotta play the character. He's sick. We gotta go find a cure. That's fine. So get back in my little sea car, right? Venture into the unknown. Just a little bit out of my realm of safety, and just keep going. How far does this map go? It's crazy. It's like endless map, and then a freaking Leviathan, like a Japanese dragon thing, but not a good guy, shows up. He's got like 4 teeth. This image is ingrained in my brain. Just snaps onto the I don't even know what it's called, my little car, and freaking chomping at me. Terrifying. I literally threw the controller and screamed and hyperventilated. Grabbed the controller back because I can't die, right? I there's no way that this thing takes me down. So I pop out of the thing. That's just me mashing buttons to just run with tears streaming down my eyes, and I swim away. Just swim really. I just keep going, and I look back and he's not chasing me, and I cautiously go back to my sea plane. That's what it's called, I think. I don't know. It's a little car in the water. Submarine. And I get in and zip away as fast as I can. I'm not even looking at this point, right? I've got my eyes closed, controllers going, and I'm just like, right? Eventually, I'm run into something, and I find out I'm back at my base, and I just kind of curled up in the fetal position for like a month and a half in the bed there, but I'm too invested now. There's no way I'm giving up. So, I gotta get this cure. I've got to see how this game ends, but I can't play it alone anymore. So, dead serious. This is a real story. I called my best friend, and I'm like, "Hey, what you doing?" And he's like, "Nothing." And I'm like, "Cool. I'm playing Subnautica." And I just made him sit there on Discord with me for like 4 hours while I played Subnautica, because there was no flippin' way I'm venturing into that by myself. Eventually I got my sea legs back. I did delve deeper and deeper and deeper. I made a little robot dude who could walk. He had like rockets or something, I think, which is like the closest thing I got to a weapon. Rockets would be a pretty big weapon. I don't think it was that. I think that it like let me mine stuff. I don't know. It's been a while. But I built a mobile lab, like a home base in the water, and I just parked it next to little Yggdrasil, in the depths. Got all these little like light fish, pretty dope. Kept venturing around, getting some materials from the deep. Found the skeleton of what was basically a planet, just chilling out there. Wandered around there, and I'm like, well, good thing I'm never gonna have to see one of those things alive, because that's how video games work. I did. There were a couple. I think they're called ghost leviathans. I don't know. And I'm like wandering around in my little vehicles. I never got caught by those guys. I stealth level 100. I just crept through. There was no way I'm dealing with those clearly full-grown beasts of a monster. Foreshadowing. They were babies. Their parents even deeper. Found some research labs. There were aliens on there. I don't want to spoil much more than that, you know. Just go play the game. Just kidding. It's because I don't remember. Pretty sure it's like a cloning facility. At the end of the day, I find... Guys, here's me, okay? Here's the Leviathan. I'm scared. That's scary. This mother flipper could fit more Leviathans than the sun could fit Earths. He's just massive. She, actually, it's a girl. And I don't... I surrender. Life is over. All right, just that's it. But it's nice, so that's cool. Gives me a cure for my illness, and we actually save the whole world together. So, I'm friends with. You know, I don't even have a comparison. Poseidon. Just kidding. This thing would scare Poseidon. So yeah, at the call of Neptune, I go back home. The moon's coming up. Whatever. The water's safe now. We're fine. Nothing can scare me after that. And then I start building a rocket, and that's kind of it. Oh, I had to go disable some things so that they wouldn't shoot me out of the sky. That was something. And yeah, and then I escaped the planet. Pretty sure that there was some, like, it might have been that game, some cheesy outro that was like, haha, you're still a slave to corporate espionage, and it's like, alright, fair enough, but like, let me have the W. And yeah, that was Subnautica. Still don't want to go deep sea diving. I am in no way cured of that fear. But I'd be lying if I said that below zero was not still calling to me, but I haven't picked that sucker up. Alright, I played it for like 5 minutes, but you can only face so many fears at once. So, if anybody wants to keep me company on Discord while I play Below Zero, let me know. I hope you enjoyed the story of my terrors, and I'll talk to you guys next time. I love you. Goodbye.